What's happening, guys, and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So for today's video, we're gonna be going over the Super Battle Road Potara stage. So with this specific stage, the big problem is that the enemies have lots and lots of health, especially the final boss. Which let me just say that if you can last long enough to get that transformation, you'll fly through it. But it gets to the point where it's just kind of you gotta like be careful. If you get supered at the wrong position with type disadvantage, you're done. So with this first stage, we fight the fat Gogeta and the fat Gotenks. The good thing about when I started was that I got the rotations that I wanted, which were for this particular stage, which was the Rose and the LR Goku Black, as you see on the screen. So with the Rose, he gives a 50% defense to extreme class allies, and then he also, after he supers, if I'm not wrong, gives a 30% buff. And he also gives +3 key to extreme types. So him, Rose, and the LR Goku Black are perfect linking buddies. They have a whole bunch of links that they have that share in common, but they're also always gonna get the max key that they can get. Like, it's easy for LR Goku Black to get his 18 key super, because all you have to do is just get 4 orbs. So then that's that one rotation, and then the next rotation that you see on the screen at the moment is the Super Saiyan Blue Vegito and the Super Vegito. That rotation was important because at this precise moment I was using this Vegito right here on the screen at the moment to put out damage for this first stage, because they're obviously all physical, and strength beats physical. And then with the case of the Super Vegito, he was just here to, you know, not take damage. We're not trying to take damage. We're not trying to, you know, die from getting too many. But the problem with him too is if he gets supered, it hurts a lot. So that's why you're kind of running a risk if you run him. Another viable option too, instead of that AGL Super Vegito, is you have the physical Super Vegito, which after every counter he ranks up his attack, and it just starts to stack up. So that's another viable option. And then right now I have the 2 Super Vegetos floating, obviously, because you just want them to float, because it gets to a point where, let's say your life does get very low, it's after 6 turns, you want to have one of them, at least one of them, on a rotation. Because if you have them, let's say one on rotation and the other one off rotation, you're gonna get situations where you're not seeing them as much as you want, in case that transformation does occur. As you guys a preview, there's gonna be a transformation in this video, and it's gonna come in clutch, very clutch. So yeah, and then the other unit that I really like and I recommend you guys to probably use in this Potara stage is the Zamasu. The Zamasu is very underrated. All right, when I say he's very underrated, is because of these following facts. Look, he, in his super attack, he heals, right? He's also reducing damage, all right? And then he links, not as good as Rose and the LR Goku Black and Zamasu. Not as, look, see, so right here at this precise moment, I looked at the screen and I was like, dude, I'm getting a lot of attacks. So I was kind of scared, and I'm pretty sure I pop a Whis, yeah. So at this point, I decided to keep the Zamasu on rotation, just for the fact that this Gogeta right here, he has type advantage against your whole team. So if you get supered, it's gonna hurt. So yeah, that's why I kept it on rotation, and then I'm popping off the LR Goku Black off rotation, because he has type disadvantage against that Gogeta. So look, right here, we just, for 7% health, we went, for mine, I put more additionals than crits, just because I want him to heal us as much as possible. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this hurt a lot. Just because, look, if you guys see it, he has the arrow going up, so that means it type advantage. But that's with Gogeta. Just like the regular Super Gogeta, he has type advantage. So I'm guessing they put the same thing in this Super Saiyan Gogeta. But yeah, so in this situation, I was bro. I remember this. It got really close. Like, I'm pretty sure. I think we get supered once, or if I'm not mistaken, but it gets really down to the wire in this particular stage, because in the next stage we have type advantage against the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, so it'll be fine because we have the both LR Vegetos, which hit hard, especially if you have like a rainbow friend and just your regular one. And then there's also the fact that you have the ability to transform, and the Zamasu. The Zamasu takes absolutely no damage. As you guys can see here, I'm taking a lot of damage, but we get there just by a bit. But at this precise moment, I was also scared because the Vegeto's getting tagged a lot at the end. But I know that Vegeto, he can tank. He's got if I'm not wrong, 150% attack and defense. Yeah, see. But this particular super attack scared me a lot because I thought I was going to do a lot, because you guys know, as just I said, type advantage, but it didn't do as much as I thought. So yeah, we were getting very close, and I was in awe just looking at this. And so at this precise moment, as you guys can see, Zamasu's going to get hit a lot, but we're going to pop, I think, an Android 8, or if I'm not wrong, I can't remember, I think it might be, yeah, an Android 8. So we're going to pop an Android 8, heal up, 50% defense, and then the Zamasu's just going to take everything like a boss. He's not going to take any damage. Just look. See, double digits. It's nothing. It's nothing for him. He's just going to eat that up. So yeah, then we heal after this. It's amazing. It's just amazing what a underrated unit Zamasu is. So yeah, so back to what I was saying, just like when you're going through these super battle road stages, you have to, if you don't feel safe, if you don't feel like you're gonna get through this stage with just like, let's say, one item, and you're like, probably I will, no. You gotta pop that either Whis, that Nurse Chi-Chi, the Android 8, or whatever you need, but just make sure, because all it takes is one super attack and you're done. So yeah, we were getting close right here to finishing off Gogeta. I'd recommend you guys to get rid of Gogeta first, just because he's the most annoying one. And if you didn't bring the physical unit, like I didn't, I brought the AGL Super Vegeto, it's gonna take you a while to bring him down, just because you don't have the type advantage. So that's what I was aiming at, because then after, with the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, all you have to do is just hit him with the the LR Super Vegetos that you have floating around, and they'll finish him quick. So if I'm not mistaken, at this next round, I might get the Dokkan attack, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I do. But the problem here was that I was scared. I was debating whether to put the Rose or the Zamasu, but I was like, nah, I can't be playing around here. So I went with the Zamasu, just so that he doesn't take damage. So as you guys can see here, we were getting close. He was taking a lot of damage. So then he's gonna super attack, do some sort of damage, and also heal, which that healing part, because as you can see, the health bar, it's getting down there. And especially with Rose getting hit, and then I'm not so worried about the Gogeta, or not the Gogeta, the Vegeto at the end of that rotation. I'm not so worried, but it was getting down to the wire for this stage. But the next one is, as you guys will see, if I'm not wrong, we're gonna get a transformation, and I hate when they do that, when they just live with this amount of life. It's just the most annoying thing. So yeah, he gets knocked down. See, and then we get the transformation, as you guys can see. And this transformation was really helpful, just for the fact that we got the heal, because the heal, let me tell you guys, the heal came in clutch. So then here, he's just gonna absolute destroy the Gotenks. He's gonna counter, and then he's gonna super and just absolutely destroy him. So for here, I decided to keep the AGL the AGL Super Vegito on rotation, but I don't think I should have done that just for the fact that he has type disadvantage against the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta next stage. So if he gets supered, it's done. We're dying in that point. But yeah, so we go on to the next stage. It's the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and to be honest, if you run the int Zamasu, you'll do fine. So like, look at here. Here's an example where he won't take as much damage as you think, just because he's just the int type. So here I was debating whether to put the Rose or the LR, and I decided to put the LR just because he has higher defense, just like any other LR. LRs have amazing stats. They have high attack, defense, HP. So I kept him on rotation, and then here he supers, heals, and then it just gets down to the crazy part. So here he gets, see, like we get supered, and then if I remember correctly, it's not gonna do as much. Look, see it, 1 damage, like it's nothing for him. He just eats it up like it's nothing. But we also popped Chi-Chi, so that also helps, but we're getting there. So yeah, guys, I went over the team. There's obviously other viable options if you guys don't have this. If you guys have, like, let's say you guys have Rainbow Kefla, you guys can run the Kefla, and then like a friend LR Vegito. There's other options, like I said, the physical. There's also you don't want to run the strength Zamasu just because he's such an old unit where it's just like he won't hit. Like he won't, like his viability isn't that good as compared to this Int Zamasu, who is more versatile in my opinion, because every super attack he heals, he reduces damage, and he's just more versatile compared to the other one. There's I wouldn't recommend running the Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, just for the fact that you have to, it's that type of card, it's a ranking card where it's like, in order for it to become a good card, it has to be on the field for a while. As we all know, that Tech Vegito Blue, if it gets an accumulation of super attacks, his attack stat goes up like crazy. It starts to hit like, well, not LR numbers, but it gets up to that point. If he's on rotation long enough to get as many super attacks as possible. But that's the problem though, that you have to have him on rotation for a while, as compared to the strength Super Blue LR Vegito. He hits hard straight off the bat. It's not an accumulation thing. It's not a thing where you have to rack it up, and then you'll see the results. He's just straight off the bat, just hit, and he does a great job also in tanking. As you guys saw in the first stage, he destroyed the fat Gotenks and the fat Gogeta. So yeah, so at this point I was running through the event comfortably. If I remember correctly, I had a good amount of items left, so I wasn't so scared of this stage. The previous stage was the scary part, but this one I wasn't so scared, just for the fact that we have these 2 great units on the screen at the moment, the LRs. Just because they hit so hard and they can defend, they can do everything in this particular stage, like specifically like this stage where it's just type advantage back to back to back. So at this point I pop a Nurse Chi-Chi just because the Rose in the middle is gonna get like demolished by the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because at this point I was like, alright, I'm gonna try to finish him as fast as possible, so I have to get repetitive super attacks with these 2 LRs. So at this point I got supered, and I was so glad that he got supered, because you guys see double digits is nothing. But because look, if I'm correct, this is still gonna hurt, even though they're normal attacks, they're still gonna hurt a bit. Okay, never mind. Yeah, they didn't hurt at all. It's the Nurse Chi-Chi, I keep forgetting. But yeah, guys, like, back to what other viable units there are. The Tech Vegeta, the one that we were just talking about, he's not that viable. We have the Kefla. There's not. if I remember, oh, the physical Goku Black, he's not that good, just because he's like in order for that card to be good, it's more of a nuke card. If you guys don't know what that means, it's where you have to like change the field's orbs all to the specific orbs that the unit is, because he gets a buff for every orb that he gets. So there's situations where he's just not gonna hit hard enough for this particular stage, and he's also not gonna like defend as well compared to, like, let's say these other these other Goku Blacks. If you're on JP, the Int Goku Black that you guys just got, he's alright, he's decent. But the thing is with that card is it's also a card where you have to rack it up, or not rack it up, like he has to be on the field progressively so you can see his what he can do. Because if I'm not wrong, he, like, every time he gets hit or something, he just gets stronger and stronger. So it's one of those cards where, and it's one of those cards where he has to be on the field, and he also has the every time he super attacks, his defense goes up, and it's an indefinite raise. So it's not like, let's say, like the LR Goku Black, where it's, oh yeah, you raise his defense for 30% for 3 turns. No, the Int Goku Black on JP, it's raises attack, and it just stays there. And if you keep getting super attacks with him, his defense gets up to crazy numbers, and he just starts to tank. He turns into a tank. But at the beginning, if he's really weak, just like the Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. So at this point right here, guys, I was comfortable. I was like, dude, I can put these units in any position I want. So here I was just like, I was just thinking, what swag points should I put on this guy. So then I get all these Int orbs and heal. Oh no, then I heal here. Do I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I heal here. So yeah, so we might be getting close here to where we just demolish this guy. Yeah, because then we're gonna super heal again. Oh, and then this, see, that's the good thing about this unit that I'm telling you guys. If you get that double super, that's a 14% heal. Just like this LR Goku Black, who also heals. If you start getting those heals stack up, where it gets to the point where it's like you just heal. So yeah, so then we finish the Super Battle Road, and that's how you guys do it. And yeah, so comment down below what teams, what strategies you guys have to beat this specific Super Battle Road. For my opinion, I feel like the Inzamasu is one of the best units to bring in, just because he heals and he does so much. So yeah, so make sure you guys subscribe and like the video. It would help me a lot if you guys did. Yeah, because I'll probably make another video tomorrow or next days, just talking about the possibility of what the second part of our celebration for Dokkan might be. So wait for that, guys. It'll probably drop on Monday, I'm not sure. But yeah, guys, just make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe.